On the surface, self-sabotage appears to be a product of low self-esteem, low confidence, self-hatred, or potentially a lack of willpower. Hey guys, I hope you're having another beautiful day and making the most of the gift that we have, which is the present. Now, today we're going to dive into a really sweet topic because this is something that a lot of people are dealing with, but they don't even realize that they're doing it. So we're going to focus on how to turn self-sabotage into self-mastery. And I'm going to give you guys 11 ways to truly master your inner game. So let's dive right in. In your life, you will go through experiences that will lead you down two paths: self-sabotage or self-mastery, and potentially both. The reason you take one over the other may not always be up to your conscious efforts as you thought. You see, many reasons people sabotage themselves is because they're conditioned to stay within a comfortable bubble, that if expanded too far, they begin to sabotage their own opportunities for success because they may not know any better. Now, I read a really great book over my break, and it is called The Mountain Is You, and is written by Brianna Wiest. An amazing read. I recommend it for everyone who wants to dive into really mastering their inner game. Now, something from the book. In reality, it is simply the presence of an unconscious need that is being fulfilled by the self-sabotaging behavior. To overcome this, you must go through a process of deep psychological excavation. You must pinpoint the traumatic event, release unprocessed emotions, find healthier ways to meet your needs, reinvent your self-image, and develop principles such as emotional intelligence and resilience. So again, by Brianna Wiest, The Mountain Is You. And throughout this, we'll have a few quotes that are from this great author. Now, the first step in moving towards mastery instead of sabotage is letting yourself have as much time as you need to potentially cry, vent, and release any energy that you are building up inside of you that's waiting to burst out. The key is, once you've let it go, you now have to take a step forward, knowing you no longer want to stand in the ruins of your past life. You move forward by realizing going through this release is the turning point for creating a better self-image and life. You have to release and heal before you can grow and master. It's just a part of the process. We all go through it at some point on our journeys. It's just a matter of how long that healing process takes before you are ready to move on from your past and create a new reality that has positivity, happiness, and success. Success is typically at your fingertips if you are beginning to self-sabotage yourself. Potentially, it's because that new success that you are receiving, you're not used to it. It's creating an image that's not aligning with your past experiences. So you choose to sabotage yourself to move back to where you were before. This is typical, and many people are on the cusp of breakthroughs when they choose to give up or take negative actions that sabotage their own potential. The mind is very powerful, and if you have negative thoughts or a set boundary of what you're capable of or supposed to have in your life, as soon as you exceed those boundaries, if you're not consciously open to new growth and success, the mind will guide you back towards what it knows and feels comfortable with. Maybe that promotion you deserve has more responsibility or work, even though you can handle it. But instead, you make bad decisions and shy away from seizing the opportunity, even though it's going to make your life better and more aligned with those other opportunities that bring a lot of growth. Whether that's financially, educationally, or in relationships, if you can't see it, you won't believe it. And if you don't believe it, you're never going to achieve it. The way you move on is to build something new. By working on placing better thoughts in your mind, speaking positive words as much as possible, and taking new actions when opportunities arise, you'll begin to move past those hurdles that seem to be getting placed in front of you subconsciously. This will transform your way of thinking, speaking, and acting towards achieving your best life and highest potential. This is no easy task, understand that. But remaining mindful and present will ensure you make the most of what is right in front of you. This is also going to help you behave logically in your responses and decision making that could potentially lead you to sabotage or potential inner mastery. Emotional intelligence is understanding you cannot just deny or ignore your feelings. They will never go away by suppressing them or just sweeping them under the rug. Those who do this have not developed adequate coping mechanisms to handle their feelings maturely. It is better to address each emotion objectively and learn from them, so you can respond better to grow from each experience that's created from those emotions. Stoicism is one way of looking at it. However, expressing no emotions can be detrimental as well. It's about finding that happy medium between the two. From there, you can choose when and where emotions need to arise appropriately. Too much emotions, and you will be very illogical. No emotions at all, and you will be very cold and robotic. You need to express your emotions, but your emotions cannot control you. If you are present and mindful, your emotions will be responses that you choose, instead of impulses triggered by reactions you are allowing to take place. Be responsive, never reactive. When the mind is not in the present, you have little control of how your instincts react. Instincts could lead you to getting angry, happy, sad, or whatever it may be. But being more conscious than just an instinctual being, you will choose if those emotions are suited for the time being. Doesn't mean you won't feel them, but it may not be the best way to show them. It's all depending on where and when these emotions arise. Understand, many people never get there and barely realize that they are creating the waves in their life, and it is their job to learn also how to ride them. Most people get lost in their thoughts and feelings, with very little ability to control or sort through them. Mastery is realizing you are equipped with the traits you need to overcome the mountains before you. The bittersweet part of life is climbing these mountains in order to reveal your hidden characteristics that will be a part of the new you, who is destined to be great. However, choose to not endure the climb and be left with the regret of never knowing how amazing you were destined to be. Mastery is understanding the years of discomfort you endured were all a part of a deeper self, informing you that you are capable of more, deserving of better, and meant to transform into the person you dream of. Your healing process will create a ripple effect on everything else. You must claim it and create it. If you want to change, you must change yourself internally. If you want to scale the largest mountains, you must change the way you arrive at the path. When you reach the top, you will look back and know that every step was worth it. More than anything, you will be overwhelmingly grateful for the pain and suffering that led you to begin your journey, because it wasn't trying to hurt you as much as it was trying to teach you. So, self-mastery can begin with self-sabotage, but taking the time to address those issues, letting go and moving forward is already heading in the right direction of becoming a master within yourself. This is a long and tedious process, okay? But the reward at the end of the tunnel is enormous and something that you should all want. Confidence, positive self-esteem, grace, patience, joyfulness, happiness, and success beyond your imagination is waiting at that end of the tunnel. All of these can be achieved if you're willing to take the risk. The reason many won't take this challenge to master their inner game is because it takes too much hard work for too long of a time period and can't be very uncomfortable working on your weaknesses or becoming transparent and vulnerable in order to grow. The ones who are willing to let go and detach from their ego, their pride, will blossom into beautiful flowers that everyone will wish they had chosen to become. However, those individuals chose to burn their old self into the ashes for the soil. They planted a seed of imagination to dream. They grow roots to develop a strong foundation. Slowly, they expand their stem to reach new heights. They branch out leaves to collect more knowledge, skills, experience, and wisdom. And through this process, they shine bright and unique as their authentic and best self. Self-mastery is a conscious choice, and like any other skill, takes years to master. If you want your best life, start today by rebuilding yourself from the ground up and stay focused on small steps every day in the right direction. Nothing great comes easy, and nothing easy is great. Nothing fast will last, and nothing you want to last is going to come fast. Be willing to enjoy the process and love the journey. Enjoy the challenges as much as the success. This entire collection of experiences is what makes life so beautiful and worthwhile pursuing. If you want to manifest something in reality, develop it within yourself. Before you know it, you'll start to align with the people, places, and things that are associated with those virtues or traits. Be willing to fail and keep moving forward. Make adjustments and be vulnerable. If you want to grow, you have to let things go. Stay positive and consistent. Quality of repetition will create your success. Go with the flow and live life slow. Because once you reach your destination, you can't go back. Smell the roses along the way and make the most of every opportunity presented. So, I hope this gave you guys some bigger perspectives on why people are self-sabotaging, and as well how you can take all that sabotage and turn it into self-mastery. Because we all have to start upon this journey, sometimes with a little bit of unconscious blockages that are going to sabotage ourselves. But by using some of these techniques and these ways that I've explained, you can start changing your mind and your internal language, and that mastering of the inner game that's going to then master the game that is happening right in front of you. So reality is all created by what's within. And if you want to live your best life, change what's happening within yourself, and you'll see everything externally mirror what you're putting into yourself. Okay? So I hope all you guys stay strong, you stay consistent, you stay healthy, you stay in the moment, and you keep developing yourself. Have a beautiful day. Make the most of what you have right in front of you. Cherish all those people in your life that are giving you love, positivity, and making you have a joyful and happy life. And having that gratitude is going to create that attitude that takes you to your highest altitude. Okay? Level up, and I'll see you guys potentially on Wednesday for another great topic. And reach out to me if there's a certain time of the day that you find works best for schedules, because I want to reach out. Sometimes I do on the rise, sometimes I do afternoon, I might do later after people are done work, but I want to see what works best, that I can get the most amount of people to hear this talk as well. Okay, so make the most of your day and just be present, be in the moment, and you guys will achieve anything you believe. I love you all. Until next time, level up.